What's up, guys? We're back. See what you guys got today. What's up, Kathleen? Guys, make sure you're putting the whole joke in one message. And keep in mind, guys, it's only jokes. Nothing's meant to be taken personally here. If you're lighthearted, this will not be the show for you, trust me. Oh, it's for real, Ethan. What you got for us? Has anyone ever told you you look like Woody from Toy Story? No? Has anyone ever told you you look like an owl? Who? Who said that? No Donald Trump phone. Whatever that is. Make sure you guys are putting the whole joke in one message. Welcome in, guys. What's up, Fact Verse? What's an American bee? A USB. When you pee, you don't poop, but when you poop, you pee. Fact Verse with that thumbs up energy. My ceiling's not the best in the world, but it's still up there. Fact Verse giving that 100 energy. Cheese and onion sandwich walks into a bar and asks for a bottle of beer. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food." Why 6 fears 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Uncle Alert from Ayo Wapo. First one in our bag. Ayo Wapo, you guys. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Ayo Wapo. Guys, it has to be a gift minimum 400 joules to get a spot in the bag. Ayo Wapo with some flow state energy. Sub them up. Bigger the gift, the more spots you get. Ayo Wapo with the soccer trophy. W's in the chat. Show them some love with a sub. Taking our first 2 spots in the bag. Ayo Wapo getting 2 spots with the Park the Bus. Ayo Wapo putting on a show early. Show him some love. What did the waffle tell Lemon? What's up? So the lemon can say what's up. What's up, Shane? Why did the goat cross the road? What's up, Fart King? Because the chicken had the day off. What's up, Lily? It's awesome, Ayo. You know a girl that only eats veggies? Oh, never mind. You never herbivore. Ronnie Sellers, 2 spots with that goat trophy. What's up, Jorge? Ronnie Sellers, you guys, W's in the chat. Show him some love. With a sub. Ayo Wapo with that red card energy. But remember, guys, it has to be a gift minimum 400 jewels to get a spot in the bag. And once we fill our wheel, we pick from the bag right here live. If you know how to get on the wheel, then you know. If you don't, just ask. I'm here to help. Knock, knock, who's there? Britney Spears. Britney Spears who? Knock, knock, who's there? Britney Spears. Britney Spears who? Oops, I did it again. Fat Man said to its Tesla, take me to a place I'd never been before, and it took him to the gym. Why couldn't the skeleton climb the mountain? Because he did not have the guts. Ronnie Sellers. W's in the chat for Ronnie with the flying beans. That's 2 spots. Show him some love with a sub. Ronnie Sellers putting on the show. My dad tried impersonating my autistic brother by saying, I have a hand, I have a cap, handicap. Guys, it's only jokes. Nothing's meant to be taken personally here. If you're lighthearted, this will not be the show for you. Trust me. Want to hear a pizza joke? Nah, it's too cheesy. Ronnie Sellers with the tube dancer. Ronnie, another 2 spots. Sub him up. Putting on an absolute clinic in here. My grief counselor died. He was so good, I don't even care. Told my suitcase there would be no vacation this year. Now I'm dealing with emotional baggage. What's a kidnapper's favorite shoes? White Vans. Joe Holbrook, you guys, W's in the chat, gets a spot with that sun balloon. Holbrook, 3217. W's in the chat, show him some love with a sub. Why can't you give Elsa a balloon? Because she'll let it go. Let it go. Let it go. What do you call a cannibal that only eats coma patients? Vegetarian. Wow. My wallet is like an onion. Opening it makes me cry. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. I told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. Joel with that Sunday energy. But guys, remember, it's got to be a minimum 400 Joule gift. You get a spot in the bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. But we got to fill our wheel to pick from the bag today. If you know how to get on the wheel, then you know. If you don't, just ask. I'm here to help. Why can't T-Rex clap their hands? They're dead. I have a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it. What do you call two lesbians in a closet? A liquor cabinet. Joe with some gold coin energy. And some 6-7 energy. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. What's up, Dean? My girlfriend told me to meet her at the top of the Empire State Building. I got there and saw a girl in a wheelchair looking around frantically. Felt so bad that I almost didn't push her off. Dean with some 100 energy. Teacher says, why are you late? The student says, there was a man who lost a $100 note. Teacher said, so were you, what's up, Scott? Were you helping him find it? Student says, no, I was standing on it. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Scott with some sparkle energy. Where does Darth Vader get his shoes from? The Darth Mall. What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball? Oh. She gagged. That was my gag. Still working on it. Guys, make sure you put in the whole joke in one message. What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. Scott with some makeup brush energy. Saying I need a little touch up. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? A lickalotopus. I have enough money to last me the rest of my life, unless I buy something. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated. What has two wings and an arrow? A Chinese telephone. Wing, wing, arrow. My bed and I have a special relationship. My alarm clock keeps trying to break us up. What's up, Josh, with that flow state energy? Show him some love with a sub. But guys, to get in the bag, it's a minimum 400 Joule gift. Minimum 400 Joule gift to get in the bag. Show Josh some love. Why did the cow attack the homeless lady while she was drinking orange juice? Just because. What's up, Casey? Told my plants a joke. They were rooted to the spot. We're at 100 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we get to 200? Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Appreciate you. What did the cow say when it wanted? What's up, Mate? To the barn. Let me go on the bomb instead? What's up, Jewel? Why did Hitler commit suicide? He got the gas bill. What's up, SWR? How do you know you're at a gay picnic? The hot dogs taste like crap. What's up, Wake? I'm starting to think you're the joke. Oh, what? Difference between a hippo and a zippo. What's up, Julie? One is really heavy, and the other is a little lighter. What is Diddy's favorite garden? Kindergarten. How do you starve a homeless man to death? You hide his debt card under his work boots. You have a debt card? Why did the Avon lady walk funny? Because her lipstick. How do you organize a space party? You plan it. So my suitcase, there'd be no vacation this year. Now it's packing up and leaving me. Guys need the whole joke in one message. My luck has been buffering since last year. Maybe today it finally loads. You never know. What's up, Lisa? Difference between an apple and an orphan. An apple gets picked. I have a six-pack. It's just protected by a family-size bag of chips. Couldn't figure out why the baseball kept getting larger. Then it hit me. The past, present, and future walked into a bar. It was tense. What do you call a cat with no legs? It doesn't matter what you call it, because it ain't gonna come. A fat guy came up to me and he said, "What's poppin'?" I said, "Your shirt buttons." What's the difference between a criminal and an orphan? At least the criminal is wanted. Three gay people walked up to me and said, "Give me directions." I said, "Go straight." Guys, keep in mind, it's only jokes. Nothing's meant to be taken personally here. If you're lighthearted, this won't be the show for you. How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Josh with that flow state energy. Show him some love with a sub. What do people do when they laugh? Nice try. What do you call movies with great soundtrack? An ostrich. What did Nala tell Simba in bed? Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. Today I asked my phone, Siri, why am I still single? And it activated the front camera. How do cows do math? With a calculator. Want to hear a pizza joke? Nah, it's too cheesy. Why do orphans make great baseball players? They already know how to run home, but no one's ever waiting for them there. They do know how to run home? What's a DJ's favorite sauce? Marinara? Marinara? What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea? Never paid $200 for a lentil on my face. Wow. A man walked into a bar. He said, ow. What's up, DeAndre? Why don't we wear watches as belts? They're a waste of time. I went to the doctor today and he told me I could have a stroke anytime. Then I got arrested at the supermarket. What's up, Laparita? Why do cows have hooves and not feet? They lack toes. Why does moon rock taste better than earth rock? They're a little meatier. What has 5 toes but is not your foot? My foot. Guys, make sure you put in the whole joke in one message. Why'd the frog take the bus to work? His car got towed. A tornado and a woman are the same. They both can ruin your life. Guys, we gotta fill our wheel today. in order to pick somebody from the prize bag. If you know how to get on the wheel, then you know. If you don't, just ask. I'm here to help. You guys, make sure you put in the whole joke in one message. What do you call a pencil without a tip? Pointless. Did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed some space. Difference between a genealogist and a gynecologist. One looks up the family tree. The other looks at the family bush. How do you get on the wheel? It's a minimum green super chat to get you a spot in the wheel and the prize bag. The bigger the super chat, the more spots you get in the bag, guys. Also, any gift minimum 400 jewels and up gets an automatic spot in the prize bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get in the bag. What do you call a Mexican who lost his car? Guys, we need the whole joke in one message. My friend said don't say his name backwards. I said, why not? We're at 200 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Double tap that screen. Can we get to 300? Double tap, double tap, double tap. I used to play piano by ear. Now I use my hands. Jamie. Jamaica Wise with that flow state energy. Sub her up. Show her some love. Welcome in. But guys, it's a minimum 400 jewel gift to get in the bag. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. What's up, Karates? Why can't orphans play baseball? Because they don't know where home is. What's the difference between Elon Musk and a lemur? Elon Musk made an electric car. Lemur made a gas car. What do you call an American bee? A USB. Difference between Iron Man and Aluminum Man. Iron Man stops the bad guy. Aluminum Man foils their plans. What do hockey players and the Titanic have in common? What's up, Mike? They both look good until they hit the ice. Did you know if you uppercutted a deer, it would turn into a species known as giraffes? Didn't Chuck Norris do that? What's up, official? I wasn't close to my dad when he died, which was lucky because he stepped on a landmine. What kind of overalls did Mario wear? Denim, denim, denim. Why did the Rolling Stones stop making music? Because they got to the bottom of the hill. What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. Why don't graveyards ever get overcrowded? Because people are dying to get in. My therapist told me to embrace my mistakes, so I gave her a hug. Aw. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies. Why are chickens so funny? Because Julius Lundgren. W's in the chat with that super chat. Gets a spot in the bag. Show him some love with a sub. Julius. Guys, it's a minimum green super chat to get on the wheel, though. We have to fill that wheel to pick from the bag today. What's green and has wheels? Grass. I lied about the wheels. Grasshopper walks into a bar. The barkeep says, "We got a drink named after you." Grasshopper says, "You have a drink named Muhammad?" Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. What's up, Anthony? If you're American when you go into the bathroom and American when you come out of the bathroom, what are you while you're in the bathroom? European. What's up, Ted? Jewish girl asked me for my number. I told her we use names now. What did one slice of bread say to the other slice of bread in a race? You're toast. What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo? One's really heavy. The other's a little lighter. What did the pirate say when he was turning 80? I'm 80. Why do we tell actors to break a leg? Because every play has a cast. How did Burger King get Dairy Queen pregnant? He forgot to wrap his Whopper. Wow. I'm such a good navigator. A self-driving car once asked me for directions. I made a website for orphans. There's no homepage. Do you want to hear the joke about bread and butter? Nah, I'm not going to spread it. How do you stay cool in games? They stand next to their fans. Why did the robot arrive to the event so tired? He had a hard drive. What did the cop say when he pulled over the red Honda? Shit all over my face and chest? My parents asked me to raise my grade, so I placed it on the ceiling. I spilled spot remover on my dog, and now he's gone. Redneck with that flow state energy. All right, guys, we're going to drop it down to 200, minimum 200 Joule gifts. Get you a spot in the bag. Yee, yee. Guys, W's in the chat for Redneck. Yee, yee. Show him some love with a sub. What do you call a group of trans women? X-Men. Why do bees have sticky hair? Because they use honeycomb. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom? Because the P is silent. Redneck, yee yee again, guys. W's in the chat for Redneck. Show him some love with a sub. Gets another spot. Redneck. Guys, the bigger the gift, over 200 joules, the more spots you get. But we got to fill that wheel in order to pick from the bag today. If you know how to get on the wheel, then you know. If you don't, just ask. I'm here to help. My grandfather said my generation relies too much on the latest technology. Called him a hypocrite and unplugged his life support. Wow. Told my boss I needed a mental health day. He said, take the rest of your life. Savage. Told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. We're at 300 thumbs ups in the live. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. Can we get to 400? Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Thank you so much, guys. What's the difference between a Lamborghini and a dead body? I don't have a Lamborghini in my garage. Scattered Matter gets 3 spots. Scattered Matter gets 3 spots with the corgi. W's in the chat for Scattered Matter. Show him some love with a sub. Show him some love with a sub. Bam. Very impressive. Guys, make sure you put in the whole joke in one message. Why is America the best at solving Rubik's Cubes? They have a history of separating colors. I once read a book about glue. I couldn't put it down. Why wasn't the cactus invited to hang out with the mushrooms? He wasn't a fun guy. What kind of shorts do clouds wear? Thunder wear. Difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean. I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face. What do rich people say when they tickle babies? Gucci, Gucci, goo. Redneck Yee Yee gets another spot, you guys. W's in the chat for Redneck Yee Yee. Show him some love with a sub. My dog used to chase people on bikes a lot, so I had to take his bike away. Doctor says you only have 24 hours to live. The patient says, can I get a second opinion? Doctor says, sure, you're ugly too. What's up, Jatmac? Redneck Yee Yee with another flow state. W's in the chat for Redneck. Show him some love with a sub. But guys, we gotta fill our wheel in order to pick from the bag. If you don't know by now, Jatmac with some more 100 energy. Kindle summons. What's up, Adam? Kindle. Another spot. Guys, the bigger the gift, over 200 jewels, the more spots you get. Redneck Yee Yee, another one. Show him some love with a sub. Bam. Guys, it's a minimum green super chat to get on the wheel, guys. 12 spots to fill before we pick that prize bag. What do you call a dog that does magic? A labracadabrador. Jatmac with some more floating hard energy. Why don't England play chess? Because they lost their queen. What's up, Artru? Where did Noah keep his bees? In his archives. How much do rainbows weigh? Not much. They're actually pretty light. Artrulio with some chilly energy. Went to the shop and got a dart and a world map and told my wife wherever the dart hits, we go. Turns out we're spending 2 weeks behind the fridge. Why can't fish play basketball? They're scared of the net. Kindle with some 100 energy. My grandma has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the zoo. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark. Why did Jimmy throw the clock out the window? He wanted to see time fly. Farted in my grandpa's breathing machine and his lungs turned black. What the hell is in your farts, dude? Some people pick their nose. I was born with mine. I picked mine. Yesterday I couldn't figure out whether someone was waving at me or the person behind me. In other news, I lost my lifeguarding job. How do you turn any salad into a Caesar salad? You stab it 23 times. I once came to school and saw a kid get bullied, and then he cried, saw me, and asked why I can't stand for myself. I stay quiet. He's on wheelchair. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he already had 3 missed calls from this guy. Me? What's up, Steven? Why hasn't Jesus come back yet? Because he's afraid to get double crossed. A preacher, a monk, and a rabbit walk into a bar. Someone should move it. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. My dad told me to invest in a piggy bank. I bought a real pig. The bank was very confused. I asked my dog for financial advice. He told me to rough it out. What type of cheese is not yours? Nacho cheese. Scattered with some gold coin energy. My elderly relatives like to tease me at weddings saying, "You'll be next." They stopped doing that once I started doing the same to them at funerals. Wow. When the boogeyman goes to sleep every night, he checks his closet for this guy. Dominic! W's in the chat for Dominic. Show him some love with a sub. With that super chat. But guys, it's a minimum green super chat to get a spot on the wheel and the bag. The bigger the super chat, the more spots you get in the bag, guys. We gotta fill that wheel if we're picking today. If we're picking today. The best kind of music to listen to while fishing, something catchy. A child can only speak 3 words in Spanish. That's por favor. I mean, thank you. Difference between a pizza and a woman. A pizza can feed a family of 4. What's up, Oma? It's only jokes, ladies. I just read them. I just read them. Oma with some more star energy. Told my wife she was drawing her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised. How did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut. Why did the robber jump in the shower? Because he wanted to make a clean getaway. 400 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. 400 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Double tap that screen. Can we get to 500? Double tap, double tap, double tap. Why the tomato blush? It saw the salad dressing. What does Airbus mean? A bus flying in the sky. Dutchman and a German go to the pub. Normally there is also a bell, but that is still on the WK. don't know what that means. Why do people who live in Greece hate waking up at dawn? Because dawn is tough on Greece. A panda can't get a DUI, but a tiger would. I changed my password to incorrect. Now whenever I forget it, my computer tells me your password is incorrect. Christina Jones, what's up, beautiful? Christina Jones taking a spot with the laughing disco. W's in the chat. Show her some love with a sub. Any gift minimum 200 joules and up gets a spot in our bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. What do women and noodles have in common? They both curl up when you eat them. Fly with hello, James Strips. W's in the chat. Getting a spot with that super chat. What's up, Talon? What's up, Johnny? What do you call a male cow? No milk. You guys that get on the wheel, it's a minimum green super chat. Minimum green super chat. Viper plays games with the laughing disco. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Gets a spot. Christina Jones with the flow state. Another spot. Lighting it up. Show her some love. 3062. Boom. We're heating up now. We're heating up now. How does Jesus make his coffee? He brews it. Viper with some clutch energy. What's up, Amber? When this guy cuts onions, he makes the onion cries. Christina Jones again. With that minimum 200 joule gift, getting a spot with the laughing disco. Show her some love with a sub. Drove 75 miles to get a part of a computer. It was a hard drive. Christina Jones again with the clapping seal, putting on a show. Another spot in the bag. Show her some love with that sub. We're still waiting for our first minimum green super chat to get on the wheel, you guys. First minimum green super chat. That wheel is lonely, guys. Who's gonna take that spot first? Yellow House. Yellow House gets a spot with the flow state. What's up, AXL? Christina Jones, 2 spots with the soccer trophy. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. Christina Jones, 2 spots. Show her some love with that sub. Why do they call sand sand? Because it's between the sea and the land. The Grim One. W's in the chat. First one on the wheel. 1318. What's up, Gavin? I'm sorry. So sorry for this, but did you hear about the priest and the altar boy? It was a touching story. Wow. Guys, it's only jokes. The Grim One puts us 11 to go before we spin. We got to fill that wheel if we're picking from our bag today. Before we sign off. Today I asked my phone, Siri, why am I still single? And it activated the front camera. Christina with the picnic basket. That's 2 spots. And another one with the flow state. She's on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Christina Jones. Christina Jones. That's 3 spots. And then we got Fly with Hello James strips. Second one. On the wheel, puts us 10 to go. You guys, W's in the chat. Show them some love with a sub. Fly with Hello. Bam! 10 to go. Christina, I got your spots. Christina Jones again. Why are koalas qualified bears? They don't have the qualifications. Christina Jones with another. Laughing Disco. Show her some love with that sub. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. My grandpa said your generation relies too much on technology, so I unplugged his life support. What's up, Masha? Back in the day, we had Wonder Woman. Now we wonder if it is a woman. Christina Jones again with another clapping seal. Christina! Show her some love with that sub. Guys, minimum 200 jewel gift. Get your spot in the bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark. We've got 10 spots remaining on our wheel. We've got to fill that wheel in order to pick from the prize bag right here live. Before we sign off, if you know how to get on the wheel, you know. If you don't, just ask. I'm always here to help. You're not supposed to eat at night. Why is there a light bulb in the refrigerator? Southwest 1 with a clapping seal. You guys, W's in the chat. Show them some love with a sub. Christina Jones with a flow state. Another spot. Christina! Told my doctor I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. How did the picture end up in prison? It was framed. What's up, Pokey? What's up, Gavin? I want a termite as a pet. His name will be Clint. Clint Eastwood. Why do women love thunderstorms? Because they finally get to hear something loud and banging for a few seconds before it's all over, and they're left disappointed. Wow. What is the most expensive haircut? Chemotherapy. What's up, Steven? What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What's worse than 2 girls running with scissors? 2 girls scissoring with the runs. What's up, Amanda? What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? My foot. Are you stuffing all the laughs under your hat till the stream ends? No laughs under there. Why shouldn't you fundraise for marathons? They just take the money and run. Guys, make sure you're putting the whole joke in one message. Hollow Data with a spot. You guys, W's in the chat for Hollow Data with that laughing disco minimum 200 jewel gift. Get you a spot in the bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. Show him some love with a sub. Why does a duck have a tail to cover its quack? Bacon's Life. W's in the chat for Bacon's Life with that laughing disco. Show him some love with a sub. What do you call a sheep without its fur? Nothing. It's still a freaking sheep. Oh shit. We're at 500 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we get to 600? Double tap that screen. Thank you so much. Austin Head, what's up, guest? With another laughing disco. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Guys, the bigger the gift, the more spots you get. Easton. Easton. Easton Cantel with the flow state. Show him some love with a sub. Guess with some more 100 energy. But guys, we got to fill our wheel in order to pick from the bag. There's still 10 spots remaining. To get on the wheel, you have to send a minimum green super chat. The bigger the super chat, the more extra spots you get in the bag as well. 10 spots remaining before we spin that thing. Meals behind the wheel. Meals behind the wheel with the flow state. Show them some love with a sub. Gets a spot. What do you call justice? What do you call, where is that? With no thumbs. Just his fingers. Aiden McLean with the flow state. Show him some love. With a sub. Bam. Why did the banana go to the doctor? He wasn't peeling well. I've started saying mucho to my Spanish friends. It just means so much to them. Brandon Clark, what's up, my guy? Takes a spot with the laughing disco. Show him some love with a sub. Brandon Clark. What did the cow say to the other cow at night? Look, it's the moon. I think I did that pretty well. My wife told me I never listened to her. At least that's what I think she said. What's up, Caleb? What's up, 3 Busy? A foreign man was on a tractor and said, "Grandma, pass the road," and Grandma passed away. 5 ants moved into a house with another 5 ants. They became 10 ants. What's up, Alexa? Hollow Data gets another spot. Hollow Data. Uh-oh, they're coming in fast and furious now. Jimmy. Jimmy, I6 and 9D. Show him some love with a sub. Sabina. Sabina. What's going on? Welcome in, girl. Verskova. Show her some love with a sub. And of course, Christina Jones on fire. Show her some love with a sub. All getting spots, minimum 200 jewel gifts. But guys, where's our next green super chat coming from, or bigger? We gotta fill that wheel, guys. We are running out of time. We are running out of time. Told my physical therapist I broke my arm in 2 places. He told me to stop going to those places. I think you gotta stop going to that physical therapist. That's what I think. What's up, Rock Luck? Why don't adults ever get kidnapped? Because no one wants someone who complains about back pain, needs coffee every 3 hours, and says things like, let's circle back on that. What is yellow and can't swim? A bus full of kids. On what grounds did the police arrest the devil? They got him on possession. What's up, Mattis? What do we call cows in an earthquake? A milkshake. My wife told me to go to hell, but I'm already in it. What's up, Aiden? How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? 1, but the light bulb has to want to change. Guys, we're running out of time. We're gonna need that green super chat soon to take a spot on the wheel. There's 10 spots remaining. Otherwise, we don't pick from the bag. Otherwise, we gotta fill that wheel, guys. We gotta fill that wheel. My wife asked me if I preferred to be buried or cremated. I said, surprise me. What's up, Jackson? Hollow Data, another spot with the laughing disco. What's up, Elaine? Any gift minimum 200 jewels and up gets a spot in the bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. Hollow Data, sub them up. What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing, you already told her twice. Aiden with that 6'7" energy. Jackson with that floating heart energy. My wife told me she wanted to cook in peace, so I took the batteries out of the smoke detector. Wow. 2 windmills, what's up, Gabriel, are standing on a wind farm. One asks, what's your favorite type of music? The other says, I'm a big metal fan. 600 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Double tap that screen. Can we get to 700? Duke Duck with the red card gets a spot. Duke Duck, you guys. W's in the chat. Show him some love with the sub. Hollow Data. Another laughing disco takes another spot. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. What's up, Skullsy? But where's our green super chat at, guys? Spirit Evasion. Welcome in. Gets a spot. W's in the chat. Show him some love with that sub. Spirit Evasion. Welcome to the show. What's up, Sarah? When a dad came home to see his kids in eBay, he said, if they're still there tomorrow, I'll lower the prices. Scalzi and Jackson and Aiden all giving some more energy. What's up, Jeremy? Why does Apple use iCloud? What's up, Riley? Because rain clouds just don't have enough storage. What was that about? He said they were making fun of my race and how weak we were to let the white... I don't even know what that means, guys. Sarah with the 100 energy. Ever heard of a shovel? It was a ground-breaking invention. Rock Luck with some poop energy. Sarah, but guys, it's a minimum 200 jewel gift to get in the bag. Minimum green super chat to get on the wheel and the bag. We might have to start a timer soon if we don't start getting those minimum green super chats. Because we are running low on time. Why didn't the punchline say his line? He was out punching things. Yarn Barn! Yarn Barn with 2 spots. What's good, Yarn Barn? Welcome. Yarn Barn with the eagle. Gets 2 spots. W's in the chat for Yarn Barn. Show her some love with a sub. What happened when Helen Keller fell down the well? She screamed her hands off. What's up, Alexei? What does a little pebble wish for? To be a little boulder. I asked my dog what's 2 minus 2. He said nothing. What's up, Rafe? Lemon Gremlin with 3 spots. Lemon Gremlin with the trophy cake. Matching the biggest gift of the show. Lemon Gremlin, that's 6 spots back to back. Back to, oh my God. Lemon Gremlin going AWOL. Lemon Gremlin going AWOL. My hand's gonna fall off. Lemon Gremlin. Lemon Gremlin, you guys. W's in the chat. Show them some love with a sub. What's up, Speak? Lemon Gremlin. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All Lemon Gremlin. But guys, we need green super chats. Otherwise, we can't pick from the bag. 10 spots remaining on the wheel. What is Michael Jackson's pronouns? They're he. What's up, Connor? Sarah with some clutch energy. Lemon Gremlin taking over right there. Why can't Trump play Uno? Because he has all the green cards. Sarah Romy with a spot with the flow state. W's in the chat. Show her some love with a sub. Sarah Romy. Used to be afraid of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over them. Connor with some flower energy. Cooper J. Kraus with a spot. You guys, W's in the chat. What's up, Adam? What's up, Rudy? Jackson with some more energy. Opened my front camera by accident. That's enough internet for today. What's up, Gerbs? I'm gonna have to start a timer, guys. I'm gonna have to start a timer unless we get that green super chat. Why can't a bicycle stand up by its own? Because it's too tired. What's up, Star? What's up, Spirit? Why did the sheep go to the barber's? Because it has ba? How is Michael Jackson similar to caviar? They both come on little crackers. What do you call a fly with no wings? A walk. What's up, Amir? Why does Snoop Dogg wear an umbrella? Faux drizzle. What do you call a camel with no humps? Hump free. Jackson with some 100 energy. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Spirit and Grub still giving that energy. The difference between a notebook and a Mexican. A notebook has papers. Guys, it's only jokes. Nothing's meant to be taken personally here. If you're lighthearted, if you're easily offended, this will not be the show for you. What was a kidnapper's favorite shoes? White Vans. The difference between a snowman and a snow woman. Snowballs. Yarn Barn! Yarn Barn! Biggest gift of the show! That's 4 spots! Yarn Barn! Sub her up with the tube dancer! Yarn Barn! Who's topping that? Yarn Barn! Absolute fire. 4 spots right there. How does a penguin build its house? He glues it together. Just a guy that is chill. What's up, BA? Guy that is chill with the unk alert. Get the spot, you guys W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. What did the bed say to the blanket when it fell off? Oh, she. Spirit with some floating heart energy. Sarah still going. What's up, G French? What did the building say to feed its baby building? Here comes the airplane. We're at over 700 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we get to 800? Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Why did the ghost go to the party alone? He had no body to go with. G French still going. My wife asked me to buy her flowers. I said I didn't know she sold flowers. Sarah Jackson. Why is it called rush hour when nobody's moving? That's a good question. What's up, CYG? Why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? Because it got stuck in the cracks. Five-minute timer's coming up, guys. We're gonna need a green super chat to keep us going. How many women does it take to change a light bulb? None. They just sit in the dark and bitch about it. I just read them, ladies. What's up, Sunkiss? What's up, Aiden? Why was 10 scared? Because it was in the middle of 9/11. What's up, Juice? Why did the dog cross the road to get to the barking lot? All right, guys, we have a 5-minute timer set. Unless we get one, at least a minimum green super chat to get in the wheel and the bag. The bigger the super chat, the more spots you get. Sunkiss with that clock it energy. We have under 5 minutes to do it, guys. Otherwise, show's over and it goes to waste. Let's push it. What is a kidnapper's favorite shoes? White Vans. What do you call a mountain of cats? A meowton. Spirit with some more star energy. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Sunkiss still going. Who are the fastest readers? The people falling from the Twin Towers. They went through stories in seconds. 4 minutes left. What do Cowboys and the NFL have in common? Cowboys still suck? What's up, Cool? We're going to need that green super chat. We're going to need one person to step up to keep us going, guys. Green super chat to take that spot on the wheel. That red spot right there. Where is it coming from? One big hitter. Over 500 peeps in here. One big hitter. What'd the cop say to his belly button? You're under a vest. I'm not a hard drinker. I actually find it pretty easy. Void Ninjas, take us a spot in the bag. Void Ninjas. We're still waiting on that green super chat. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Under 3 minutes left. Void Ninjas, you guys. W's in the chat. Show them some love with a sub. What's Bruce Lee's favorite beer? Yingling. Is that a brand of beer? My fridge and I have an understanding. I don't judge it for being cold and full of leftovers, and it doesn't judge me for eating cake at 2 a.m. Under 2.5 minutes left, guys. Why'd the Avon lady walk funny? Because her lipstick. Statex gets a spot with that super chat, but it's got to be a minimum green one, guys, to keep us going and get on the wheel. 2 minutes left. Guys, W's in the chat for Statex. Show him some love with a sub. My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the zoo. Under 2 minutes. Cool with some more gold coin energy. Doctor told me to lose weight. I left my wife because she was weighing me down. 90 seconds. "90 seconds, guys. Hardwood Hoops gets a spot. W's in the chat for Hardwood Hoops. Show him some love with a sub. We're approaching the 1 minute mark, guys. 1 minute left to get that green super chat. Otherwise, we're done. Void Ninjas again gets a spot. Guys, it's all going to waste unless we get a super chat. The green super chat. 45 seconds. Yarn Barn, another one. Yarn Barn with 4 spots. Where's our green super chat at, guys? Otherwise, we're done. Otherwise, we're done. That's 4 from Yarn Barn. 25 seconds left to get a green super chat. What's a ghost's favorite part of the house? The living room. What's up, J-Way? 15 seconds. We're done? Void Ninjas with that 6-7 energy. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll be back, guys. See if we can do it again. We came so close. We needed that green super chat. I love you guys. BA Clips! No way. BA Clips, and we're alive. W's in the chat for BA Clips. Show them some love with a sub, and we're still alive. 9 spots remaining. BA Clips. Wow. Wow, I was literally just hitting the off button. Are you kidding me? And the show goes on, guys. We need at least 9 more of those to pick from the bag. Difference between a vitamin and a hormone. You can't hear a vitamin. That was crazy, BA. That was crazy. My friend is dead, the operator says. Calm down. I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead. There's a silence, then a gunshot is heard. The guy comes back on the phone and says, okay, now what? Difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb. You can unscrew a light bulb. Today I asked my phone, Siri, why am I still single? And it activated the front camera. Why is Santa's sack so big? He only comes once a year. Difference between a pyramid and an adoption center. Pyramid has mommy. Official Slurpee with a spot in the bag. Guys, W's in the chat for official Slurpee. Show him some love with a sub. Any gift minimum 200 joules and up, guys, gets a spot in the bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. The biggest gift so far is the floating, what's it called? The tube guy. Oh, it's matched by official Slurpee with the bouquet, matching the biggest gift. That's 4. That's 4. Official Slurpee, you guys. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Hold on, guys. It's coming in hot. It's coming in hot right now. Hold on. Slurpee. Slurpee. Then we got Stalking Killa. What's up, Connor? Stalking Killa with a spot. With the flow state. Show him some love with a sub. Hold on, we had a Brian Conscious with the super chat. Show him some love with a sub. Oh wow. Oh wow. Official Slurpee with the bubble heart. That's another 4. That's another 4. Official Slurpee. That's another 4. Matching the biggest gift of the show. You guys are going off right now. Red card from Project. Project Upload. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. That gets a spot. We've got Connor the Canes fan, my guy. That's 2 spots. Connor the Canes fan. That's 2 spots. Show him some love with a sub. Oh my God. Studio Frizz. Triz. Laughing Disco gets a spot. These guys with the eagle, that's 2 spots. These guy. 1990, show him some love with a sub. Bradley Walker with Girl Power, that's a spot. Bradley Walker. Guys, we gotta slow down. We gotta slow down. My hand's gonna fall off. Spirit Aviation with the high 5, appreciate you. Ghostface, that's a spot. With the flow state. Official Slurpee, another spot with the red card. Connor the Canes fan, 2 spots again. With the eagle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nugs money. Void Ninjas with some 6-7 energy to boot. Nugs Money, we've got a lot to put in. Spirit with that F. Wow. But guys, green super chats to fill that wheel. We have to fill that wheel. What's up, Brownie? What's up, Bradley? In order to pick from the bag. We got 9 spots remaining. Minimum green super chat. The bigger the super chat, the more spots you get in the bag. Where does Darth Vader get his shoes? The Darth Mall. This is Bob. Bob has no arms. Knock, knock, who's there? Not Bob. Wow, this bag's getting full. What's up, Fame? What's up, Russell? When I was a kid, I worked on a farm. It was my job to milk cows. I tried as hard as I could, but couldn't get a single drop of milk out. What's up, Ansible? My boss said I was an utter idiot. Wild One gets a spot in the bag with that super chat. But guys, we need minimum green super chats to get. There it is. It's Mike Nuns. Mike Nuns on the wheel. Use for a 6-pack of Young Lang Lager, local Philly beer. Never even heard of it. Sounds like that's Bruce Lee's favorite beer. Mike Nuns! W's in the chat, show him some love with a sub. Puts us 8 away till we fill it. 8 away! We gotta fill it in order to pick from the bag, you guys. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the toilet? Because the P is silent. My wife crashed her car. She was rolling in the Jeep. Like an Adele song? Oh God, this is getting so full. How did the chicken get across the road? He didn't. He got hit by a black SUV. Wild One, that's 3 spots. Wild One with the orange. Biggest super chat of the live. Guys, W's in the chat for Wild One. Show him some love with a sub. Show him some love with a sub. That puts us 7 to go. 7 to go. 7 to go, you guys. Where can you find a dog with no legs? Where you left it. What's up, Jessica? What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Nothing, you already told her twice. We're still putting people in the bag right now. We are still putting people in the... Nugs! Nugs Money with another spot. With the red card. 7520. Guys, W's in the chat for Nugs Money. Show him some love with a sub. Show him some love with a sub. Shot VR. Shot 2 VR. W's in the chat with the flow state minimum 200 jewel gift. Show him in the love with the sub. In Hawaii, you could scream as loud as you want, but they prefer an aloha. Yeah, they probably wouldn't like me there, would they? They probably wouldn't like me there, would they? 7 spots remaining on the wheel. Duck! Duck and Buck Hunter! W's in the chat with the flow state. Show him some love with the sub. Duck and Buck Hunter. Bam! Still putting people in. Still putting people in. My girlfriend told me the vacuum wouldn't suck. I said, now you know how it feels. It's frustrating, ain't it? What's up, Jamie? Why the math book looks so sad? Because it had too many problems. We're almost caught up, guys. We're almost caught up. His forehead reminds me of the Big Bang. What? What do you call a cheap circumcision? A ripoff. What do you call a hot dog in a freezer? What's up, Axel? A chili dog. There's only one way to get on the wheel. There it is. It's Mike Nuns putting us halfway. Let's fill that wheel, chat. Let's go. Let's fucking go. It's Mike Nuns, you guys. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Mike Nuns with his second. We're halfway there, guys. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. What do you call a noodle that pretends to be his dad? An impasta. Just because you stick your finger in your belly button and brown shit comes out doesn't mean it's your asshole. Mike Nuns again! Mike Nuns again, you guys. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. He says, come on, chat, let's go. Mike Nuns goes back to back. We're 5 to go. 5 to go. Purchased a world map. Told my wife, wherever she throws the dart, we will stay for 2 weeks. Turns out we're spending 2 weeks behind the fridge. What's up, Caleb? Guys, make sure you're putting the whole joke in one message. Once a man got really wrinkly pet, and he said to his friend, come to my house and pet my pile of foreskin. Whoa. What did the traffic light say to the car? Don't look, I'm changing. Why'd the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants in case he got a hole in one? People in Afghanistan don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do. What's Michael Jackson's favorite drink? Tee-hee! What do you call a group of special needs kids? Special forces? Why do ducks have feathers to cover their butt quacks? What do you call a dog with no legs? It doesn't matter. He's not coming anyways. Mike Nuns putting on a show, you guys. Hat trick turkey. Back to back to back. It's Mike Nuns. W's in the chat. Show him some love with that sub. He puts us 4 spots remaining. Once we fill that wheel, we can pick from the bag. We have a chance to pick from the bag. It's Mike Nuns. Back to back to back, Jack. We are running out of time, guys. Remember, guys, any gift minimum 200 jewels and up gets a spot in the bag. The bigger the gift, the more spots you get. What's up, Daphne? What do you call fireworks? Blowing up money. What's up, Adriel? What's up, Tim Utley? I've got a dirty joke. If a man and a woman need marriage license to get married, what do 2 women need? a liquor license. What's up, Fishin'? Would you rather run with scissors or scissor with runs? I think run with scissors. Why did Mozart kill his chickens? So all they ever said was bak, bak, bak. What's up, Steve? Wild one. Gets a spot in the bag with that super chat. But guys, we need minimum green super chat to get on the wheel. Happy Dark Me. What did the hat say to the coat rack? Stay here, I'll go on ahead. Happy Dark Me. Puts us 3 away. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Will you call 2 birds stuck together Velcro? Happy Dark Me. 3 to go. 3 to go. 3 to go. 3 to go. Nugs! Nugs with another flow state. Nugs money with a spot in the bag. Minimum 200 jewels. Nugs! Peppa Pig tripped on a wire and fell in the fire. Poor Peppa. Poor Peppa. What's E.T. short for? Because he's got short legs. What's up, Finn? What's up, KK? This is not really a joke, but for some reason it was funny to me. But my pig, my little brother, my pig is in the house and threw it down the stairs for some reason and he got grounded. Like a real pig? Wild one! Wild one going wild right now. Why don't fish play basketball? Because they are scared of the net. Wild one puts us 2 away. Cup Creations with a spot. W's in the chat. Show her some love with a sub. Welcome in. Spirit with some more 100 energy. Why did the cow cross the road to go to the movies? Wild one. We're 2 to go, you guys. 2 to go. 2 to go. Spirit going AWOL with some 100 energy. Why people, when they sleep, can't have dreams anymore? Because the last guy who had one was shot. What? Spirit and Project still giving that energy. What do you do when you finish a magazine in the hospital? You reload it. Wow. My wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. I had to put my foot down. What kind of traps do women get stuck in the most? Booby traps. Those are my favorite kind of traps. D-bags, welcome in. Project still giving that 100 energy. When Chuck Norris went to a feminist rally and came back with an iron shirt and a sandwich. R.I.P. Chucky. Always very popular in our lives. Only Slurpee if I can guarantee you're going to be in here all the time. We go live every day. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Sandwich walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." I'm happy you're here too, buddy. I pooped my pants and now it's smushy. Ew. Started crying when Dad was cutting onions. Onions was such a good dog. We're at 900 thumbs ups, you guys. Thank you so much. Can we get to 1,000? Double tap that screen. It's Mike Nuts. It's Mike Nuns going nuts. W's in the chat puts us 1 to go before we spin. 1 to go before we spin. It's Mike Nuns. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. What do you call a fake dad? A faux pas. Who's taking that final spot? What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Wild one does it. He's a wild one. He's a wild one. All right, guys. Get to 1,000 thumbs ups and we spin. What's up, Mr. Earl? 1,000 thumbs ups and we spin. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Bro, my aim is so bad that even Google Maps says recalculating. 1,000 taps. What's up, Spirit? What do you call a snowman throwing a tantrum? A meltdown. What's up, Fly with Hello? Fly with Hello gets a spot. James. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Guys, 27 thumbs ups to go before we spin. Double tap that screen. Why did the mustard lose the race to ketchup? Because the mustard couldn't catch up. What did the farmer say when he lost his tractor? Where's my tractor? What's up, Patricia? Mike Nuns, I hope you're enjoying yourself, my guy. Why can't the U.S. play chess? Because they lost their towers. Nugs money! Another spot in the bag with that minimum 200 jewel gift. The flow state. Nugs money. He's so money. Bam! Epic Migs, what's going on? Welcome in. Gets a spot, guys. Anything minimum 200 jewels and up gets an automatic spot. The bigger the gift. What's up, Viddy? The more spots you get. The more spots you get. 10 thumbs ups away before we spin, guys. Told my suitcase there'd be no vacation this year. Now I'm dealing with emotional baggage. Fly with Hello James. With the super chat. W's in the chat. Show him some love with a sub. Daniel Cortezi. 3 spots with the GOAT trophy. Oh my God, you guys are going on fire right now. Daniel Coatsy. Show him some love with a sub. We're almost at 1,000 chat. We're almost at 1,000, guys. Rock My World gets a spot. Show him some love with the sub with the flow state. Pickles. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Pickles with the sunshine. Show him some love with a sub. The Average Joe with the flow state. Show him some love. He gets a spot. Epic Migs, laughing. Disco, Flow State, Red Card, Cup Creations. Oh my God, you guys are going on fire right now. You guys are going on fire right now. Hold on, I need more paper. Wait, guys, I'm gonna have to cut it off because we gotta spin. Fly with Hello James, new member, my guy. Welcome, CeeLo's. We're gonna have to cut it off, guys. Oh my God, you guys are going AWOL right now. Stray, hold on. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up. My fingers. Cup Creations, we got you. Love is crochet. Boom. CeeLo's, I got you. CeeLo's, I got you. Stray Kids fan, I got you. I got you. Okay, guys. I love crochet, another one. All right, guys, I gotta cut it off right now until we spin. I gotta cut it off right now until we spin. I gotta cut it off until we spin. Why are there no pharmacies in Africa? Because you need water to swallow the pills. All right, once I put all these in that we just got, you guys sub up, Fly with Hello James Strips, our new member, our newest member to the team. Keep double tapping that screen, guys. Once I put all these in, we're spinning. That won't be all, though, folks. That won't be all. Trust. Difference between Jews and Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts come back from their camps. Oh my God. This is the real live stream, everybody. They've said my name lots of times. This is so much fun. You're making it fun, my guy. All of you guys are making it fun. Two rowboats are having an argument. It was an ordeal. It's okay, Fly with Hello James Strips. It's good. Hey, we embrace the hate in here. If you ain't getting hated on, you probably ain't doing much of shit. You know what I'm saying? Difference between an apple and an orphan. An apple gets picked. Wow. I can't even fit them in here, guys. Why'd the picture go to jail? It was framed. You can't even fit them in here. Your family bloodline doesn't run in obesity. It's just because your family doesn't run. What was Michael Jackson's favorite sporting event? The Little League World Series. Appreciate you, James. All right, guys. We're about to spin that wheel. Why are chickens so funny? Because double tap that screen. We're about to see who's getting one extra free spot in the bag before we go into the cram session to find out if we're picking. Stray! I gotta cut it off right now, guys. Wait. All right, Stray, I'll give you that spot. But we gotta cut it off until after we spin. So save everything, guys, for the cram session. I'm telling you. Stray Kids fan. Show them some love with a sub. Okay, guys. Here we go. Let's spin that thing. What's up, Los BB? What's up with the... Let's spin that thing. Congratulations, everybody. You got a spot on the wheel. On the wheel. Wow. Good luck, you guys. Double tap on the color you want to win. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's Mike Nuns! Guys, W's in the chat for It's Mike Nuns! Show him that love with a sub! It's Mike Nuns! What's up, Terror Monkey? Woo! Extra spot. All right, guys. The 5-minute cram is about to start. We're gonna find out if we're picking. We're gonna find out if we're picking. What is nobody and no knows? Nobody knows. Xmas, guys, save all your coins. Save all your jewels right now until the timer starts. Double tap that screen. What do you call a happy cowboy? A jolly rancher. In about 2 minutes, 20 seconds, guys. The 5-minute cram will start, and we're going to find out if we're picking from the bag. When the 5-minute cram starts, we need 10 entries into the bag, and then we will pick within 5 minutes. Otherwise, show is over. We need 10 entries into the bag. Wait, Xmas, wait, save it. Everything's not counting until the timer starts. And guys, it'll be a minimum 500 jewel gift or a minimum green super chat. To get in the bag, we will need 10 spots filled. Within 5 minutes, 10 entries. It's starting in a minute and a half, guys. Save everything until then. Minimum 500 jewel gift or a green super chat. Minimum. We will need 10 entries. Starting in a minute 20. What's up, Ryan? Factory worker was making some pipes. The manager asked him why they're so short and thin. The worker responded, "No, it's not. It's average." We will need, all right, it's starting in a minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. We will need 10 entries in 5 minutes, and then we will pick from the prize bag. 10 entries in 5 minutes, and then we will pick from the prize bag. Everybody be ready. "35 seconds. Difference between Mexican and legal pad. Legal pad has papers." Ryan with that 678. 20 seconds, guys. My bro sounds like Adam Sandler. Skip it, boo. 10 seconds. And then it starts. Wait for my signal. Dorian, that's 1. Here we go. It starts. Dorian, that's 1. Dorian, man. 9 to go. There's a white owl and a black owl. The white owl goes, "Hoo hoo." The black owl goes, "Who's that? Who's that?" Spain. Xmas. Xmas, that's 2. Hold on. Xmas. Xmas, then, that's 2. Fly with Hello James, that's 3. Terror Monkey. But it's got to be minimum 500 joules, guys. Love is Crochet. It's got to be minimum 500 joules or a minimum green super chat. We've got 3. 7 to go. We have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Why doesn't Calio ever go on a date? Because he doesn't have the guts. Who's Calio? There it is. Rob Bend. That's 4. Rob Bend. That's 4. 8, 2, 6, 7. That's 4. Uncle Alert is just shy. Cup Creations. That's 5. Cup Creations. That's 5. 5 to go, guys. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Anything minimum 500 joules and up. Or a green super chat and up. 5 more to go, guys. He won first, second, and third place in an ugly competition. Hey. Under 3 minutes. Guys, I'm not racist. I mean, I have some black people hanging in my family tree. You know that. What? Fly with Hello James. That's 6. Hello James. That's 6. Whiskey Spice. That's 7. What did the lesbian frog say to her girlfriend? Oh, it's true. We do taste like chicken. Wow. Whiskey Spice. 3 to go, guys. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. 3 to go and we pick. 3 to go and we pick. I told a homeless kid he's Spider-Man because he has no way home. Wow. Guy blew up his whole left side. He's all right. Under 2 minutes. Minute 50. A minute 50. 2 more and we did it. 2 more and we did it. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Minute and a half. We need a minimum 500 joule gifts or minimum green super chat to make it happen, guys. 2 to go. A minute 20. How do you surprise a blind person? You leave the plunger in the toilet. Daniel! Daniel with the stay hydrated. Daniel Coatsy. That is true. Fly with James. Daniel puts us 1 left. What the left eye say to the right eye? Between us, something smells. 50 seconds. Is that a big nose joke on me? 50 seconds. Blind man walks into a bar, then a stool, then a chair. Where does Santa stay when he's on a vacation? In a ho-ho hotel. 30 seconds. We need 1 gift that's minimum 500 joules or a minimum green super chat. 25 seconds, guys. 1 to go. Fly with James. Fly with James. He did it. Daniel will give you a spot. Daniel Coatsy. Bam. Incredible job, you guys. Incredible job. All right, guys. We did it. We're picking. We're picking. Hold on. They're all going in. They're all going in. My grandfather on his deathbed said, "You selfish boy," and so I worked in a fish market. Goodbye. Wow. This is the most full bag we've ever had. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the most full bag we've ever had, guys. You can still get spots in. Once we close it, it's locked. We can still get spots in. Once we close it, it's locked. Anything minimum 500 joules and up, or any super chat, minimum green. It's locked. Here we go. You're about to find out, James. You're about to find out, buddy. Can't even shake it. It's like busting at the seams. Here we go. Holy shit. This is it. This is it. Redneck Yee Yee! Redneck Yee Yee, are you in here? Redneck Yee Yee! Where you be? Redneck Yee Yee, are you in here? W's in the chat for Redneck Yee Yee. Show him some love with a sub. Redneck Yee Yee. You get to go to therealjbecker.com. Click on merch. Pick any piece of merch that you want. Anything at all. You just gotta let me know size, color, and where to send it. And I take care of the rest. Email me at justin@therealjbecker.com with all that information. I love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay phenomenal. Incredible, you guys. Love you guys. Make sure you sub me up.